Welcome to our live broadcast with the Bush Whisper team. Kees Oosthuizen, Kiria Oosthuizen, and myself, Delita. Please feel free to ask as many questions as you like, and we will try and answer them in the best possible way. Today, we will be discussing on our agenda the challenges we faced during 2020, our marketing strategy, and how we had to adapt during the year. And lastly, we will also be discussing our upcoming specials as well as the future of Bush Whisper in 2021. So with no further ado, I'm handing over to Kees.
Hi guys, it's great to be here. Although I'm just sitting next door to Talita, it's great to have this little discussion on this platform. And having GD also on the other side of the office talking about this year and what's lying ahead coming up. GD, you want to say a few words?
Yes. So, hi guys. It's good to be part of the team.
You're always part of the team.
Well, as we all know, 2020 was an interesting year. It's a year that went a very different route than we thought it would when we started our plans in January this year. But not all bad.
Yeah, there's quite a few things that happened. Like you said, it was not planned from March when we had the lockdown. Would you elaborate a little bit more for us, GD?
Yeah. So because we had to rework our plan and things had to be done a bit differently, we had a lot of different opportunities open up to us. Yeah. One of the biggest one was we moved to a new property, even better property. We've got bigger offices, bigger equipment storerooms, and probably my favorite is the workshop space that we have, yes. Which where I spend most of my time at anyway.
Yeah,
so I'm very happy.
Yes. I think if we think back a little bit, back in the day when we just started, we worked out of a garage. And then we moved to my father's garage. Again, we worked from very small space, and we had the opportunity about a year, or about how long we were in Boksburg, Talita?
We were there about 5 years, 4 or 5 years, yeah.
So we had the opportunity to move there to Boksburg, where we had more space, and we were glad about. But it was still not ultimate. And now we had the opportunity to move to our new premises. Like Kira said, great workshop, great storage office. We're not sitting on top of each other anymore.
But we are in one office, which we are.
Yes, we are in one office, and that is brilliant. And GD, I also think that because we didn't run tours and safaris and day trips as the norm, we had enough time to move, to bring all the vehicles across, to settle in, to repaint the place, sort all those little things out that if we had to do that while we were still running full schedule tours, day tours,
transfers,
it would have taken us not 7 weeks.
It wouldn't have happened twice. It wouldn't have happened the same way. I think because we kind of had to go into hibernation mode. Our team, the whole team, all our staff, everyone was together, and we needed to.
We had all hands on deck.
Yes. Make the best situation of what we had. We could properly get our operational systems in order. So we've got a plan now for whatever may happen and may hit us, which is a really good thing.
All the procedures,
Yes, we are much stronger now than we were ever. Than we were ever before.
Yeah.
I agree.
Talita, anything from your side that was great for you, that, you know, because me and Gidi, we always the workshop, the storeroom, the equipment, the vehicles, but for you, it's you look at it a different way.
Yeah, I think from my side, it's firstly, it's very close to my house. I know here you have to drive a little bit
there I came second. I was supposed to be the one that would have had the lesser distance to drive, you know. I would have been a little bit closer, and now I am the one that has to go the furthest, and I have to drive through Gululis.
You have to drive through Gululis, yes. But Hida, you also have to drive through Gululis. I don't. I'm 1 kilometer from our offices, which is great.
I think Talita worked with a plan there.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think this was long-term planning.
Unconsciously. Yes. And I also think just all of us being together, assisting each other, and actually just, you know, operating as one team. It's different than where we were previously, which I was in a different office and the two of you were in a different office, and here you were outside under a tree busy doing maintenance. Now it's all under one roof, and we've got a proper storeroom, we've got a proper workshop, and I just think it's so much easier. The ease of everything is it's
the
just
dynamics is much better.
Dynamics, everything is just better. And also the logistics, everything. And it's also, we're still very central. I know we are a little bit further from the airport, but we're very central between the north and the south, which is also great.
Which is the majority of our, if you would think, most of our pickups is at the airports, but a lot of our pickups is in the Fourways, Sandton, in the northern areas, you said. So we are, like you said, we are very much central.
Central, yeah. And obviously with COVID and the restrictions we had, we also, I mean, the hygiene overall, we were always pretty good with hygiene, but, you know, we stepped it up, and I think this whole year taught us also just step up everything, your maintenance, your hygiene, our planning, the strategy, everything can be better. And that's positive, you know, it's positive.
No, for sure. I think the bottom line is we are 100 times stronger now than we were in March.
Yes, exactly.
Most definitely.
Exactly.
100%. Great.
And which we are very thankful for. I know there's a lot of companies out there that's not in the same boat as we are. So we can be very grateful that we could be where we are now.
That we are where we are, Very
because
true.
we haven't had to sell one vehicle, not a trailer.
Okay.
We still have all our equipment, definitely one of the lucky
staff members.
All our staff, we didn't retrench anybody.
So we're really in a very fortunate position.
Yeah.
We feel for other companies, but unfortunately, you know, that is where we are. But it is what it is. But we are one of the fortunate companies. Just be so grateful.
No, definitely.
Yeah. So if we look at the year, obviously, how did we get this far? What did we do marketing-wise to survive? I think you would both agree that we adapted a lot.
Yes, I do truly think so. I think we used different methods. I know Talita got definitely into it on the social side, you know, Facebook and Instagram, and different marketing materials. Doing our own marketing with programs that we bought, Canva and so forth. I think also something that was a great opportunity was the online exhibition that we took place to part in.
Definitely.
It was Our Africa, if I'm not mistaken. It was called.
Our Africa.
And we had a lot of meetings. And the best thing about it was very, very cost effective.
Yes.
If you compare it to the other things like World Trade Market, ITB, and some of the other shows we've done in Switzerland,
international shows,
Bern, it's not even a tenth of the price. You can't compare. It's like
Gijs, if you the amount of doors and the amount of agents you saw in a very short amount of time, because it was so quick, because it was so well planned, and you didn't have to go or travel to your next agent for your next meeting. You were 15 minutes, then you were done, and then you can immediately start with your next meeting.
Yeah,
it was very easy. I could have a meeting, have a great discussion with somebody that I've never met before. That's an agent, not a person that's selling his quad bike racing in Switzerland to us, but somebody that is looking for tours and safaris they want to buy from us, or they want to work together with us. Then I could go quickly service a vehicle, come back and have the next meeting.
Yes.
And I
And
never
then
would have been
in
able
that
to do
space,
that.
I would do another meeting, and I would keep Gijs off, I think, it's also, the platform was an international platform. So we had the opportunity to interact with people all around the world, and none of us had to purchase a flight ticket. We didn't have to travel. We could all do it in a convenience of our own homes. It was so much more cost effective, and we saw so many more agents than in comparison with your normal travel.
Yeah, and it's also, I think that
you definitely do it again if the opportunity comes along.
I think also what counted was because it was such a long show. It was
3 weeks.
3 weeks, eh? Yeah, 3 weeks, and we had an average about 6 meetings a day, give or take. So it's great opportunity, and definitely worth our while.
Yeah,
definitely.
Where normal overseas indaba or show would be a week or a weekend. It's only a few days.
Not even a week. 4 days, 3 days, 4 days.
Yeah.
Normally not longer than 5.
And you needed to cram all your meetings, all your visits in those 3 or 4 days.
And usually,
yes.
And usually the problem is, sorry,
go.
Usually the problem is you're not certain if that person is even going to show up for the show, or is going to see your appointment. So that, it's a challenge. It's a challenge that you face when you go internationally. You don't know, because you don't always have your set meetings, and always easy.
Another thing also I think is that if the guys, when you have the international shows where you go and see people, the guys that go there, because it costs so much, they don't want to look at anybody. They just want to have their certain guys that they're dead serious about, that they know that's going to work for them. They're not going to waste time with anybody. Where on this platform, because it was so cost effective, other companies or other agents overseas would have said, well, let's give this smaller company a chance. Let's hear what they're saying. And it gave us an opportunity to get the opportunity to talk to somebody, to introduce ourselves. And it might have been just enough to hook them and to be able to take them, to go forward and do business with them. Where we would have never, as a small, because face it, we are one of the smaller companies.
The smaller companies,
we wouldn't have the opportunity with comparing to the big guys in the agents overseas. So that was great.
All companies all over the world, big, small, intermediate, the opportunity.
Yes, definitely.
Playing field.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Go ahead, Gijs.
You and me, we're on the same page. I think, and what we're doing now is another platform that we've never used in our lives before. And the COVID year forced us to step up, get our ducks in a row, and do this sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's just another one that we
definitely out of our comfort zone, Talit.
Yes, I thought about it, and I don't think either of us knew what a podcast was before COVID, and we did it. I mean, we do podcasts once a month. We know how to edit it. We know how to publish them. And the same with our live streams. Live stream on Instagram, and it's such a great platform on Facebook and Instagram where you have the ability to interact with each other, but also with your community, which we didn't know of. Now it's live. You can actually answer your questions live. People have the opportunity to ask questions and to interact, and I love it. It's great.
Yeah, and we reach so many more people than we would ever thought we could reach.
And we would have never done this if we weren't pushed like we were pushed this year.
Yes.
And I also think we will not stop. This is something that we know how to do it now, and we can just take it further and grow. I think it's and even with all our other marketing strategies that we did with your video, Pace with your cooking skills, and combining all of them, it's great. Kitty, I know we were all pushed into something that we didn't necessarily want to do, but we did it, and it was great.
Talit, I think you enjoyed the pushing around.
I might have just a little bit.
I know you did.
And on this basis, looking at our specials and the future of Bush Whisper in 2021. We've got our current specials that we're running, and we have one coming up for Black Friday, so please don't miss out on our Black Friday specials. It is going to be one day only, and it's 20% discount on all of our Namibia and South African safaris, on all of them. 20% discount, one day only. And then on our current specials that we're running, we are giving away 20% discount on our Namibia safaris, but only on the accommodation. So not on the full safari, only on the accommodation side. So please make sure to contact us directly, either on our platforms, our social media platforms, or on email, which you will find on our Facebook page and on our website. Or you can contact us directly on Messenger or WhatsApp. Pace, you were going to say?
No, you basically said what I want to say, just a little bit better. But yeah, I think, looking forward, we have quite a busy year coming up. If everything stayed the same it is at the moment, we had 90% of our 2020 tours were postponed to 2021.
Yeah.
And then we still had our normal 2021 tours that were booked. So I think we're very fortunate. It looks good for us, and we're going to have a nice and busy time. So we had a great year to relax.
And to prepare.
And to prepare the vehicles and everything. So we are ready to kick some butt coming up next year.
Yep. No excuses, we're ready.
Yeah, and also because this year we could lay such a good base with getting everything ready for next year. We basically had 6 to 7 months just to plan and to get ready for next year. So now we can run our tours and safaris just so much smoother. And
very true.
Plan.
Yeah, very true. I also think, obviously, we registered our Bush Whisper Foundation this year, but because of all the challenges we faced and everybody working remotely during the year, it got delayed. But the process is ongoing, and we should be registered. We should be registered by the end of this year. So that's something else that we can look forward to in 2021, our Bushwhisper Foundation, and we will be ready to be active on our Bushwhisper Foundation and to save the world with our Bushwhisper Foundation.
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's the plan. That's the plan. Yeah. So yes, but yeah, it was a challenging year, but we positive, and the future is looking very lucrative, very positive, and we're ready for it. So, Grace, do you want to add something?
No, I think the one thing I like to add is that next year we're also going to bring you guys more information, more videos, more photos of ICA and the Green Tracks team. They are at the moment #1 on our Bushwhisper Foundation. They're very close to our hearts. Yes. And they're doing a brilliant job out there in the Greater Kruger, Hoedspruit, Lowveld area. So as soon as that information and marketing media comes in, we will share it with everybody on all our social platforms. And we might even run a little competition and even a little bit of a fundraiser with the Bushwhisper Foundation to go and help them out, because they also had a very tough year. You know, we all know that as soon as the lockdown happened, there was the border
posts.
No, not the border post. The poaching. The poaching went up.
The poaching
went up because people had a hard time, and people had to sort out their families. So if you're in desperate times, you do stuff that is not always legal. Yes. So they had a lot of work with not a lot of pay. So we're definitely going to see how we can support them and get things back on track.
And on that note, I think we can thank the people that's already donated towards the Bushwhisper Foundation and towards Green Tracks. Thank you. Thank you for those
people. Those people, they know who they are. Yeah. And you guys have a big thumbs up from all of us.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, so thank you, Gijs. Gideon, would you like to add something?
No, Talit, I think you guys, you were playing on the same playing field, you and Gijs, Talit. And so it's nothing to add to your comments.
Thank you.
Can I?
Yes.
Can I just add one thing quickly?
Yes, Gijs.
Talita, you're so nervous now. Can I just ask that you bring me a coffee when we finish with this?
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, for listening to us and tuning in. Thank you, Gijs. Thank you, Gideon. Please go and like our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Cheers, guys. Stay well.